Hey, sixth graders, Mrs. Simonson here. Tonight we are starting our next unit, Unit 5, which is variables, formulas, and graphs. A lot of the work you're going to do in these 6 lessons is giving you a foundation for math courses that are yet to come in middle school and your algebra math courses. So our first lesson has to do with variables and number patterns. 2 objectives for tonight: describing general patterns in words and writing expressions for number patterns. 3 vocabulary words you're going to hear quite often in this lesson. The first one is general pattern. This is simply a number model or an open number sentence. That's just one that contains variables for a pattern or rule. Kind of connecting it to something you already know, a general pattern is really close, or if not the same concept as general rule that you did earlier this year. A variable, we've been working with those this year. Those are symbols that represent a number, and we often use letters for variables. Special cases is really a term that means examples that show the general pattern. For example, we have 3 special cases: 10 divided by 10, 725 divided by 725, 1/2 divided by 1/2. And you'll notice in those 3 examples, any number divided by itself is equal to 1. That's the general pattern. From there, we can write 2 more special cases or 2 more examples using that general pattern. Any number divided by itself. Well, I could say, let's make 3 my any number. So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. I could choose any other number. Let's choose 67 hundredths. 67 hundredths divided by 67 hundredths is also equal to 1. So we just added 2 more examples to the 3 that were already there. For that general pattern, any number divided by itself equals 1. We're going to get you started right away working with some general patterns in words and writing some special cases. So first thing I need you to do is copy down the original special cases in your notebooks for problems 1 and 2. Then write a general pattern in words. Finally, write 2 other examples that would match that general pattern. Press play when you're ready to see possible answers. We can use a general pattern to go ahead and write special cases. So example is, I have the variable p plus p equals 2 times p. If I'm going to write this general pattern in words, I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. What's to the left of the equal sign itself, and then what's to the right of the equal sign. So to the left of the equal sign, I see the variable p plus p. So if I think about putting that piece into words, I would say a number added to itself. Then for the equals part, it's just simply is equal to. Then looking to the right side of the equal sign, I have 2 times p. So that's 2 times the number. So in words, this general pattern is a number added to itself is equal to 2 times the number. Looking at it in 3 sections, what's to the left of the equal sign, and then what's to the right, can sometimes make it a little more manageable to write it in words. Then we simply just need to apply that general pattern and come up with 2 other examples. I can give any value to the variable p. So let's do 1/3 plus 1/3 is equal to 2 times 1/3. Or I could say 5 plus 5 is equal to 2 times 5. I'm just giving a value to our variable p. Now it's your turn. In your math notebook, I want you to solve problems 3, 4, and 5. The first thing I want you to do is write a general pattern in words. Remember the trick of dividing it into 3 sections. Then give 2 other examples. Press play when you're ready to see some possible answers. We're going to use special cases or examples to write general patterns with variables in 2 steps. First thing you do is you look at the special cases and try to find what is the same or what is consistent in all of the special cases. If I look at that, I see divided by 1 and equals is the same in all 3 equations. So step 1 is writing down what is the same in all. So divided by 1 and equals is the same in all 3 examples. I'm going to write it again for step 2 just so it's copied over. What I do next is I put blanks for things that change from special case to special case. For example, in special case 1, I had an 8 divided by 1 equals 8. But then it changed in the second example to 12.5 and changed in the third example to 3/10. So I just write blanks. The final step, the second step then, is to replace all the blanks with a variable of your choice. So in this case, I'm going to use a g. G divided by 1 is equal to g. I have now written a general pattern with variables that represents these 3 special cases. Now it's your chance. You're going to write problems 6, 7, and 8. You don't need to copy down the special cases for this general pattern. But you do need to use those general patterns, and in 2 steps. Step 1, look for what's consistent or the same, put blanks in for what changes, and then fill the blanks with a variable of your choice. Press play when you're ready to see possible answers. So tonight we started the first lesson of 6 that's going to prep us for middle school math and algebra courses. We had 2 objectives, describing general patterns in words and writing expressions or general patterns with variables for different number patterns. At this time, you have a choice to either go back, review any parts of these videos as you prepare for your quiz in Schoology. When you're ready, go ahead over into Schoology, take that quiz, and we'll see you tomorrow.